Hi friends, today we are going to fix an Asko dishwasher. The model number is D5424, also known as DW90.1. The problem with this dishwasher is that it is not washing properly. In fact, the water is filling in, but the spray arms are not rotating and the pump is not working. Additionally, there's no error code or anything displayed on the control panel. The timer is counting down, which can easily mislead you into thinking that everything is fine. However, at the end of the cycle, you can see that nothing is washed or all the plates are dirty. After about 2 or 3 minutes, you can hear a humming sound, but the wash pump is not functioning properly. So, this is the outer appearance of this dishwasher. It looks like a normal Asko dishwasher, and you can also see the kick panel on the bottom part of the machine. If you open the door while it is working, you can observe that the arms are not rotated. You can find the model number and all other details on the right-hand side frame. So, we are going to take the dishwasher out and check the problem. First of all, we have to find out the anchor points of the dishwasher. We can find 2 screws on the left-hand corner and 2 screws on the top right-hand corner, like this. Inside these holes, it is easy to use the screwdriver and faster. Once you take them out, you have to check whether there are any other screws attached to the dishwasher. This dishwasher, we can find 2 other screws on the bottom part of the frame on the left-hand side. Keep the screws in one place so you don't lose them. After that, you can pull the dishwasher out slightly and slowly. Before that, you have to take the kick panel out. All you have to do is slide it up and bend it forward. You can use a screwdriver or something flat to lift the kick panel, just like that. Be careful when handling this kick panel as it can be sharp, and you might cut yourself. Dishwasher edges are often sharp, so always take safety measures. I forgot to mention initially, always remember to turn off the power and water before you start any repair on any machines. It's crucial for safety. You have to unscrew the drain pipe connected to the plumbing underneath the sink. To do this, you'll need either a flat screwdriver or a Phillips screwdriver. Always remember to keep a towel or something handy to wipe the water that may come out from this pipe. Additionally, you can see the inlet hose connection at the back of this cabinet. Before unplugging the inlet hose, make sure to turn the water off. Once you pull the machine out of the cavity, you have to remove the back panel of the dishwasher. You will notice 4 screws at the back of the panel. You'll need a Torx screwdriver to unscrew these 4 screws. Ideally, it's a T20 Torx screwdriver. Additionally, you'll need a flat screwdriver to pry the panel out of the dishwasher. It might be a bit tough to take out. You can see how I put the screwdriver in the middle of these plates and pull it out. This is the inlet water valve. This is the main wash pump. This is the drain pump. This is the drain hose connection. This is the heater element. This is the pressure sensor. This is the motor capacitor. This is how we check the motor capacitor. You have to use a multimeter and put it into the capacitance mode. Then, you can use the probes to touch the terminals of the capacitor. You can use any terminals to check the capacitance of the capacitor. You can see it's 0.08 nanofarads. It should be somewhere around 2.5 microfarads. This is the nut from the capacitor that I took off, and this is how it's connected to the capacitor. Now, we are going to take the capacitor off from the motor because it's faulty. There's not much room inside the machine to take the capacitor out. What I did was I kept one finger on the nut and rotated the capacitor from the other side, and then it came out. This is how we check the capacitor using a multimeter. If it is a digital multimeter, it's easy to measure the capacitors. Select the program and choose the appropriate range from the buttons, then check the terminals. You can see the capacitor should be 2.5 microfarads, but it doesn't show that amount. We are replacing it with the new capacitor, which is next to this old capacitor. Now we are going to put the new capacitor into the motor. As I mentioned earlier, I kept one finger inside the machine and rotated the capacitor with my other hand. Finally, I checked the capacitor again to make sure its readings are correct. Then you have to connect the wires accordingly. It's recommended to take a picture before you pull out the wires. Normally, these wires are not polarized, so you can interchange them. But it's better to take a picture beforehand. Now we have replaced the capacitor. It's time to put everything back together. First of all, we have to put the back cover. Make sure you have positioned it correctly because there are specific places for the inlet and drain hoses. The metal plate goes into a special groove, as you can see. Also, the drain hose should be positioned correctly in order to close the rear plate. It will be difficult if you haven't unscrewed all these pipes before putting the plate in. Then, you have to put those 4 screws back in. It will be very tight when you're putting it back because the metals are bent and no longer in their original positions. Okay, everything is set. Now it's time to test it. I have connected the water inlet and red hose underneath the sink, plugged in the wire connection, and turned it on. Now water is filling inside the dishwasher. The pump started, so our repair is successful. The spray arms are rotating fast. You can hear it from the sound. If you You've learned something from the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It will be very helpful to make these kinds of videos in the future. Thank you.